Coming up on Mountain News this morning, more details are coming out after a woman was accused of murdering her husband this week. And soon funding to protect citizens in Madison County from chemical emergencies will be drying up.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche, and today is Thursday, March 28th. Let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Madison. Good morning, everyone. Hey, a step closer to the weekend. Big weekend on tap. I'd like to have Mother Nature cooperate, right? Well, let's see what's going on. You can see on the night vision some cloud cover issues still lingering across eastern and southern Kentucky this morning, mid-30s. Outside our studios. Gotta like the way technology works for 2 seconds and then it decides to hiccup. And now here we go into the weather headlines. Average high this time of the year in the lower 60s. And as we have high pressure coming in, we're going to be running cool today. But the trends as we head through the next several days with the weather lasting, the nice weather lasting into the holiday weekend, we're going to be running above average after today. Temperature-wise, we're in the 30s, some low and mid-40s, but Irvine sticking out like a sore thumb at 29. Satellite weather composite shows those cloud cover issues locally. High pressure's building in, though, so we all become mostly sunny as we head through Friday Eve. A forecast high late this afternoon in Hazard up to 58. More about your First Alert 7-day forecast in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. A man is dead and his wife is now behind bars, accused of his murder. Kelsey Soto has the latest in this ongoing investigation from Laurel County.
London Laurel County's 911 center says they got a call just after 7:30 Monday evening from a woman claiming her husband had been shot and he might be dead. An arrest citation shows 2 officers showed up to the home on Southland Drive and found Yolanda Yomelli and her son. Inside, Manuel Lomelli Jr. was found bloodied and laying underneath a blanket. Officers believe he was dead before help ever arrived. Documents claim Yolanda repeatedly asked for her lawyer when talking to both dispatchers and law enforcement. Records show her son told officers his mom called him Sunday night crying, asking him to fly home to London. He said his plane landed around 5:30 Monday. When he asked where his father was, he told officers Yolanda said to him, quote, "He wasn't here anymore." Property records show Manuel Lomelli Jr. bought the house in January of 2023. It's unclear if police have been out to the home before. And while investigators aren't sure if this was a domestic violence situation, they do have advice for those who are unsure of where to turn.
And it is very unfortunate, but we try our best to stop this type of thing from happening. But, you know, if, like I said, if people need resources or they need help or they're in some type of situation that they're uncomfortable with or they're being hurt or abused, that, you know, we're here for them. We want them safe, and that's our primary job, is to keep people safe.
Yomelli was booked into the Laurel County Detention Center around 1 a.m. Tuesday. In London, Kelsey Soto, WKYT.
Lomelli's next court date is Tuesday at 11 a.m. She is charged with murder and tampering with evidence. Her bond is set at $250,000. We now know the funeral arrangements for a longtime firefighter who served in Pike County. Robert Lindsay died on Tuesday at the Pikeville Medical Center. His visitation will be today beginning at 7 p.m. at J.W. Call and Son Funeral Home in Pikeville. The visitation will continue on Friday at 9 a.m. His funeral is set for Saturday at noon, which will be at J.W. Call and Son as well. Lindsay was 60 years old. Through the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program, FEMA and the U.S. Army have been assisting communities in Madison County. It was created to protect the public in areas where the nation's stockpile of chemical warfare agents and munitions are, such as the Bluegrass Army Depot. But with the last of the stockpile being destroyed, local agencies are looking for ways to keep the funding that has been there for years. Richmond Police Chief Rodney Richardson says that funding has helped in many ways.
We've had that benefit, and in order to respond to emergencies that might happen, natural disasters or any other thing that might happen in the county, we have to maintain that radio system. The foundation's there, it's been purchased and it's been bought. We just have to maintain it now.
Richardson added the CSEP funding is suspected to end next year. Folks in Clay County joined the Kentucky Office of Broadband and the Center for Rural Development for a public listening meeting. The Kentucky Office of Broadband updated people about the progress of high-speed internet development in their area. The Center for Rural Development President Lonnie Lawson says the pandemic highlighted the importance of people having high-speed broadband in their homes.
Obviously, the number one priority and our top priority has been fiber to the premise, but that's not feasible everywhere. When you get into a lot of these mountains in eastern Kentucky, it's just not feasible. So we look at wireless solutions.
The Kentucky Office of Broadband was established in 2022, and its goal is to encourage, foster, develop, and improve broadband in the Commonwealth. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, phone providers are preparing for large crowds this upcoming eclipse after mass service issues in 2017.
Weather-wise, this Thursday morning, still got some cloud cover issues, but high pressure's building in. We know what that means, right? How long can it last? We'll let you know. First Alert 7-day forecast is coming up right after the break.